gonna have to build something else. I'm gonna have to go through and figure out how I'm gonna build hanging gardens. Do I have pottery? That's the first question. Well, yes, I do, and I have trade, so those are the two ingredients. Let's see. Let's see here. He is going to wait. Oh, I gotta have my keyboard. Gotta press that W button. Good old W button. All right, now what's he gonna do? Seems like he should head. All right, and then this guy. I think he's gonna head down this way. Although, they can meet up. Future cities. Where will the future cities go? I think this guy. I need to start building down here eventually. So you can build some roads. Let's see. This guy can't find anybody to save his life. You know, I'm going to build somebody to help him explore. And really, I mean, there's just so much land up here. I need somebody to help them explore too. I think eventually he'll be able to. Oh, boy. Well, there's the bottom. I found that. Not surprising that I found that. These guys might all be heading toward a dead end. All right. That was officially a dead end. So folks, I've got to build hanging gardens. How am I going to do it? If these guys hadn't built settlers, that would have been the best course of action. But they did. These guys are a good candidate for a caravan, as are these guys. These guys are an excellent candidate. So there's one. And, oh man, they don't have, well, that stinks. One, 2. And 3. So these guys only need 4, so that'll be interesting later. And then I've got my choice of awful cities. And these guys are probably the best ones. Actually, go ahead and buy these. And then so it'll be 8 turns. Toes Taurus is 7 turns, so looks like Flame and Yun will definitely be the last ones. These guys are going to probably grow 6, 12. Yeah, they're going to grow again. Tempting to these guys will be okay. These guys are building Explorer. Yeah, that's everybody. Alright. Yeah, only these 3 cities are the only ones that have 2. Alright. Now Toes Taurus has 2. Take the extra tax versus the extra food, thank you. Building a road. You're gonna wait. Going up here. You built a road, which is an interesting choice. No, not so interesting actually. Okay. You're building a road. Then this guy. My money is on him to find the first. I'm just going to have this guy start heading back because it's obvious what's going to happen here. That stinks. So this guy is going to go. We'll have some choices next turn. Let's see. So remember I said that these 3 cities only. It looks like only Toes Taurus was added to that number. What's going to be funny is when one of these guys comes from over here, I got to get this Explorer unit built. Golly. So... It's tempting to buy that thing because they're going to come from a direction I don't expect is what usually happens. You're going to wait. You're going to build. And there you go. That was your purpose all along. And settlers. I wonder if I'll want to build the pyramids in this game. Sometimes I like to build the pyramids, sometimes I don't. Ah, there he is. There he is. Well, he's gonna... There's a special policy for him. And he's not gonna like it. Yeah, it worked. Great. Oh, it's perfect. It allows them to grow. Okay. So that works out. And then settlers. And then we gotta see. These guys already have one. Who came from somewhere? Where did he come from? Over here? Yeah, see, all they've got is a settler. So I'm wondering, yeah, but they're going to build one. They're 1 turn away. So yeah, they're fine. you wonder if I should build... I'm going to have to build a road on that thing. That's going to stink. Alright, he's hit the end of the road, it looks like. Oh, really, does that come across? I guess it's good because then I can just keep going up there. Alright, fair enough. Who's next? This guy. He's still finding barbarian huts somehow. No one knows how. It shouldn't be possible. Maybe that's the guy that'll find the first one. Maybe he's the one to make first contact. Alright, so it looks like I need to go establish that as a dead end. It has to be. It can't. It would be crazy if it like went around like that, but I guess it could. Alright, so he's using the whale. Good. That means the next place to build a city is here. And, he revolt. He didn't revolt. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, it was those guys all along. Now I have a decision to make. Who is going to build the warriors for the city that will go here? Could it be Destroy's Feet? Oh yes. Well, unfortunately for me, Destroy's Feet has an archer unit that they're supporting. These guys, so he'll go up here and he'll head over. That's the plan, Stan. All right. Oh, he made it. What do you know? And that guy didn't revolt. What do you know about that? So the thing is, when you see this first red guy, you then have to go check and make sure that none of these guys turn red, because they will. Believe me, they will. I only have 4. Aha, see, here's one. And this impacts my plan, which sucks. And they're going to have to starve to death. I think I'll give up. No, they're going to starve. If they want to starve, that's up to them. So it looks like it was just that one impact. Did I check Toes Taurus? I think I did. Yeah. So what that means is that I'm going to have to start using some of this gold. When they build, well, you'll see. When they do it, you'll see what's going to happen here. So I'm now ready for the next turn. How much longer is it going to take? 9 turns for literacy. All right. Somebody grew. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? I mean, how can they hit 200,000? I saw the message. Somebody has to have grown. I don't know who it was. But these guys can produce some extra science. These guys are doing what they can. So, wasn't those guys, although they will grow soon enough. I don't know who. I don't know why I got that message, actually. Maybe I built a city that I don't think I did, though. So that's kind of a mystery for me. So this guy's he's costing us a shield. So let's see if we can get away with having him leave the city. We did. This guy didn't turn colors. When they experience a color change, that's when all the problems start. They just don't do well with color changes. And Chad, I know you remember. Uh, the inside joke about the color changes, I always used to get one when we were living at the two. When we hung around with a certain person. Although then she refused to give them to me because she knew that's what I wanted, so. Uh, these guys are heading over here. Oh man. Something is wrong. Okay, I see what I did. I knew I was only supposed to have one guy going this way, and suddenly I had two guys going that way, so. That's what I get for trying to narrate. So this is toe. So this becomes, I better be careful about it. This is also toe. So if I make, yeah, so this will work. So, actually, you know what? He can remain toe for now. And I'll just leave him blinking so I don't forget. Where are you trying to go? Here's your next city. It's going to be awesome when I build a city and the very next turn, like a horseman or something from another civilization shows up right next to that empty city. That's what's going to be awesome, and that's why you have to build these roads connecting all the cities, and you have to keep your cities manned with at least one troop. Even a sucky troop like a warrior can serve as the deterrent for them to attack. If they don't have a deterrent, they'll almost always just walk right in to your city. So these guys, they built their warrior unit, and they'll now move on to bigger and better things. These guys building roads. This guy exploring the vast unknown in the world. Yeah, he's got to head down there. Remember earlier I was certain there was somebody down there, but looks like I was wrong on that. Okay. Wandering nomads. So, these guys have a long way to go to get back to where, oh my goodness, at least they'll have this river to help them get there. But they have a long, long way to go. And it doesn't really look like they can do much exploring along the way. They can explore this a little bit. But... So yeah, have a nice journey. I could just build them out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this isn't that good a land anyway. Probably why they showed up. I mean, the first good land you get is here with this river as you travel downriver. It'll probably be right in here is probably where I'll build it. I don't know. If I build it here, I can get the whale, but it'd be on a plain spot, which kind of stinks. If I build it, probably right here is what I'll go with. Although then I have to deal with that fish. That's ocean, so I can't build it there. It's plains. The whale won't really help me that much because there'd be so much corruption because I'm so far from my capital. Maybe here. That'd be the best spot. No. I guess we can worry about that when that time comes. Meanwhile, this guy is trying to find somebody. These guys are almost at the end of their path. Alright, so there was something, so I have to first buy this thing. See, I buy a diplomat for 16, and then I change it back to a caravan. This is what I do. And so let's see who is furthest away. Those guys are 1 turn away, those guys are 3 turns away, and those guys are 2 turns away. So these guys are truly 3 turns away. So that means if I buy, I am 1, 2 turns away. And that means we could build it in Hall's Victims. Can everybody get to Hall's Victims? Well, these guys will build early, so they'll get a head start. Toes Taurus is the one that's going to have the most trouble. 1, 2, 3. Yep, everybody can get to Hall's Victims, so that's what we'll do. The decision has been made, and I debate whether I want to let these guys continue to starve. Just spend the extra 2 coins. And then looks like everything else is okay. And $100 rent has built the first caravan. Alright, so they can build cellars now. Destroys feet, that's just helping me remember that I need to read. Now wait a minute. I could have sworn that I told that guy not to go there. Well, that sucks. That totally stinks. Oh, I better build a road. I don't really want to, but I better. Well, somehow he's not a rebel. Let's see. Oh, where is this guy headed? So he's headed up there. Still haven't built a trireme. Oh my goodness, I've got to build a trireme. Eventually I have to. Do I even have map making? No. Let's see what's here. 50 gold, just what I needed. Alright. He'll build a road. We'll go here. This guy, what is this guy doing? He might still be the first one to make first contact. You just don't know what's going to happen. So it looks like couch diving grew, and that'll be about enough growth for them, I think. These guys, I think I skipped their turn, unfortunately, so I can't use them. These guys I could use. Actually, you know what? They've already got an entertainer, so yeah, they're a good choice. They're not going to revolt. That'll give me some time to fix this mess I've created. I know why I have so much trouble with that. And then, so these guys will go there. These guys will go back. These guys are building another warrior unit, which can be used to... Yeah, that'll work out. Alright, ready for the next turn. Toes Taurus has built a caravan, and now they can build some settlers. And then destroys with feet. How do these guys go? These guys, we gotta buy a caravan, and we do it. This is the tricky way that we do it. So he's in New Orleans, and he can be supported from that city. And then this guy is headed down there, but first, this guy's in Toes Taurus, and so that's where he will stay. And then this guy, we're building another warrior unit. For some reason, I guess for these guys. That makes sense. Okay. We'll have the caravan fortify. These guys can skip their turn, which questionable whether I should have done that, but I did already, so I'm done. Let's see what happens. Somewhere. Yeah, but you think it's possible that I have this whole thing to myself, because they should have found me by now. They just, maybe they're having wars with each other, and one of the things you can do, make sure that this game is set up correctly. They're out there somewhere. There's 5 of them right there. These guys are super aggressive, and these guys usually are too. And these guys usually build ships and come find you. So yeah, I'm very surprised. Those guys will probably show up with a ship on my shores. That's probably what will happen. And if that does happen, my game might be over. I sure hope it isn't, because this is a very promising game. The one thing that's not promising about it is I really haven't gotten any advanced tribes, free cities. I realize now that I have been naming my cities correctly. Let's do Ape has killed Ape, because that phrase caught the fancy of a couple of friends of mine, and they had to repeat it over and over and over. And so this other friend of mine became kind of irate with their repetition, and I think he stole the VCR and didn't give it back to him. Or no, it was a DVD player. I'm sorry, we're not that old, although we're not far from it. Let's see. So he's building settlers. That's what we want him to do. These guys, they have to be renamed, and they will be named after the guy who dominated that DVD player. VCR. What was it? It was a DVR. No. What was the middle? It was VCR. It was just a DVD player is what it was. So yeah, they're doing what they're doing, and now they're named with an appropriate name, and then finally these guys have to be renamed. They will be going with Blue Bathroom. One of our roommates, really nice guy. We picked on him a little bit, and I still feel guilty about that, but we did it anyway. He was a pretty good sport about it. We painted his bathroom blue once, and he didn't like that. We went a little bit too far that time, but we painted it back to the right color. It was just, for a little while, it was blue. And he wasn't too happy about that. But alright, so these guys, I think they're all situated now. I can finally hit next turn, I think. So these guys built their caravan early. I didn't see that coming. Maybe the other ones are, no, because I would have bought it. So I guess we'll build in Filet Mignon. That's what we'll do. These guys will buy their caravan. Yeah, that's what they have to do. And then Hall's victims. Actually, you know what? Hall's victims is about to have a serious issue. I don't want to lose that production though. Just have to remember next turn. So I'm going to activate this guy so that I'll remember next turn to take care of that developing situation there. And well, no. Man, this guy's just taking forever. It just takes a while to build the roads. So this guy's just reminding me that this city is empty. And then this guy is going to fortify. This guy, he's still coming. Good old one space at a time movement. There's another barbarian hut. This guy is just absolutely amazed that he's still damaged after all these years. He's been damaged for like hundreds and hundreds of years now. But he's a trooper. He just doesn't care. He just keeps going. Here's a hut. All right, folks. Will this be barbarians? It has a decent shot of being barbarians. Nope, it's mercenaries. And they're owned from the two, which hopefully isn't a problem. No, it's not a problem. The two can handle it. So that gives me an extra explorer over here, which seems like I'm going to need. Alright. You know, if these huts had gone the right way, this could have been this could have been an absolutely incredible game. I mean, they haven't gone that bad. I haven't been hit barbarians yet, but eventually I will, I guess. I cannot believe how big this landmass is and that nobody is on it. I've never seen... I don't think I've ever had a start like this. If it turns out that I'm the only one on this landmass, this will go down as the largest landmass I have ever been on all by myself on deity level. And when I say deity, I'm obviously talking about Deity Holler. And Chad will know who that is. Alright, so I bought my caravan. I'm ready to build hanging gardens next turn. Do a quick check. Make sure nobody's gonna build some settlers when they're size 1.